Hello and good evening to you all. Movie Watcher 123 here, and today I have another live stream for you all. Today we are going to be talking about the best and worst moments of one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows, The Loud House. You see, I've been watching this show since 2016, and I'll tell you right now, it is one of my favorites. So this is why I have the picture of Luna Loud as my profile for this live stream. So as soon as some of my fellow YouTube friends join in, we will begin. Okay. Party Rock 20 just said, why not I start the stream at 2? Hang on a sec.
Hey there.
Hello there, Austin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You?
That's good. I'm good.
So, do you know the Loud House?
Yep.
Yep, it is one of my favorite shows on Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Lincoln, Lincoln is the main protagonist.
Yes, he calls himself the man with a plan.
Yeah, but sometimes he makes the wrong choices, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
sometimes
Dad.
he does that.
Yeah. Sometimes he makes bad choices.
Yeah, I've seen it lots of times.
That's what he and his sisters have in common.
Yep.
Sometimes he makes the wrong choices, bad choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
In case you haven't heard, the Loud House takes place in Royal Woods, Michigan.
Yep.
Uh, what's that music in the background?
Sorry, I'm at a bowling alley.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't know that. So, anyway, do you have any episodes of the Loud House you wish to talk about?
Well, there's. Have you heard of Salute or Consequences?
Sleuth or Consequences? Yes, yes, I've heard about that one.
Trust me, it's kind of bad.
Yeah, Sleuth or Consequences is about when Lincoln Loud, dressed as Ace Savvy, his favorite superhero, was getting ready to go to a superhero convention when somehow the toilet in the bathroom somehow got flooded, and he's trying to figure out who did it and why.
It turns out it was Lucy who did it.
Yeah, because her book about I don't know
Princess
what it
Pony.
was. Oh yes, Princess Pony got in the toilet, and here's how it happened. Lucy was trying to find a place to read her book in peace one night, and then somehow she believed that someone was coming, and to hide it, she put it in the toilet.
She should not have done that.
Yeah, and then Lucy, at the end of the episode, Lucy tried to explain to everyone that she did it, but instead Lincoln takes the blame and he gets in trouble for it.
Lucy's the one who should have been grounded.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
Yeah.
just absurd.
And the teasing in this episode from the sisters. Do you think there's good way and bad ways of teasing? Do you think the sisters were teasing Lincoln in a good way or in a bad way?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen Lincoln get teased by his own sisters before, but I'll have to look into that.
Yes. Some people think it's a good way. Some people think it's a bad way.
Yeah, I know. I tell you right now, living with 10 sisters, how is Lincoln able to handle all of them?
He can have thick. He has thick skin.
Thick skin. Fun fact about Lincoln is that his hairstyle is the same as his grandfather.
Yep.
Well, okay. Next episode, we're going to talk about. Hang on a sec. Let me try to top it up.
I can see you have that Luna picture.
Huh?
I see you have a picture of Luna Loud.
Ah, yes. She's the third oldest sister of the bunch.
And she's she's a protagonist.
I see. Okay, next episode. Left in the Dark. In this episode, Lincoln hears about the live season finale of his favorite television series, ARG, and must distract his sisters so he can watch it, but he couldn't make it in time. When he plugs in a smaller TV to allow Lucy to watch her favorite show, it leads to a power outage, forcing Lincoln to team up with his sisters to venture into the basement to switch the power back on. You see, Lincoln is a huge fan of this ghost hunting show ARG,
Yep.
but unfortunately, when he tried to plug in a smaller TV for Lucy to watch her favorite show, the power went out, and then he and his sisters went down to the basement to switch the power back on.
Yep, that's right. Good start. Okay. Yep. And also that episode was pretty good.
Yeah, up until Lincoln realized that he missed the whole show.
Yeah. I know.
But in the end, he actually lived it.
That's right.
Yeah. Fun. I don't know if you noticed this, but Lucy is the only girl in the Loud House that doesn't want anyone to see her eyes.
Yeah, I wonder why.
If you watch the Loud House episode, The Crying Dame, you'll hear from her mother saying that they grew her bangs out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, someday or one of these days, we might see what her eyes look like under that hair.
I really want to see the eyes.
Yeah, I want to know what her eyes look like under her hair.
Me too.
Okay, next one.
Oh
Get
no,
the-
I don't like this one.
Get the message?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Rory was so mean in this episode.
Yeah, just because she's the oldest, she gets to do whatever she wants to her siblings. I mean, come on, really?
Like she's a meaner sister.
Yeah, she is. She is. Now, after getting angry at Lori for breaking his game goggles and threatening him for trespassing into her room, Lincoln leaves an angry message on Lori's smartphone. He soon regrets it and enlists Clyde to help him get it off her smartphone.
I know what Lincoln said.
What did he say?
He said this. There's something I've been needing to tell you. You are the worst motherfucking sister ever. You broke my fucking game goggles. Why don't you clean your goddamn room, you dumb bitch? And that is why you are the worst sister ever.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what Lincoln was really going to say until Luna's loud guitar playing drowned that out.
And I don't. And I can handle cursing.
Yeah. Luna loud. She plays really loud music.
Yep. Speaking of mean. Speaking of mean sisters, there's this fandom called. There's this Loudhouse fandom called that labels the Lincoln sisters nice and mean. The meaner sisters are Lori, Luann, Lynn, Lola, and Lisa. The nice ones are Lenny, Luna, Lucy, Lana, and Lily.
Ah, Lily. She's the youngest of the bunch.
Do you agree with me what I said?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yep. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so despite the fact that Laura was about to listen to his message on her smartphone, she actually deleted it. But unfortunately, that wasn't the end of it. Unfortunately, Lori found the note and read it saying, "Why is Lori the worst sister ever?" That was the one thing he forgot.
Yep.
Just as Lori was about to say something, again, Luna's loud guitar playing drowned it out.
I know what Lori said. She said this. When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna take your fucking ass and take you to you and you little shit.
Ah, that's what she said? Wow.
Yeah.
That is just messed up. Okay. Next one.
Heavy metal. That one. I find it neutral. I find heavy metal neutral bad.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm kind of neutral with it.
Lincoln is being picked on by a bully and does not want his sisters to find out and meddle in his affairs, as they always go overboard. When Lisa finds out and tells Lynn, which leads to the rest of his sisters finding out, Lincoln tries to keep them. What's it?
How could this be possible? How could Lisa find out? How could they find out?
Well, it goes like this. Lisa noticed that Lincoln had a wad of gum in his hair, and Lincoln told Lisa not to tell no one about it. She agreed. She agreed. But unfortunately, Lisa finds out and tells Lynn, which leads to the rest of his sisters finding out. Lincoln tries to keep them from getting involved after telling them the bully's identity. So, anyway, they tried to help Lincoln by telling him how to find ways to deal with this bully, and it turns out it was a girl.
It was a female.
Yeah, but we didn't.
She goes by the name of Ronnie Ann Santiago.
Yeah, her full name is Ronalda Ronnie Ann Santiago. Yeah, but she wasn't revealed in the later episodes of the show.
Yep.
But I'll tell you one thing. Nearing the end of this episode, off camera, the girl punches Lincoln in the eye.
I wanted to see that. Is that allowed in TVY7?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Trust me, I bet that really hurt.
Yeah, it did. Sheesh. Try talking about making amends.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's one part where he said, "How dare you bully our brother? Only we get to do that." When I first saw that, I was like, "What the fuck did you say, you shit?" Yeah, that's so messed up. Are you there? And there's this one part where they become a tornado called a cisternado, trying to tell Lincoln to kiss Ronnie Ann. They did that because it's only a cartoon. Because the Lost Sisters are cartoon characters.
Okay. Next one.
Making the case. Oh, I know this one. Lincoln made a bad choice in this
Making
episode.
the case. Now, in this episode, being the only kid without an award, Lincoln plans to enter a viral video contest using Luann's music. No, excuse me. Being the only kid without an award, Lincoln plans to enter a viral video contest using Luann's movie equipment. After some unsuccessful filming, Lincoln secretly films and uploads the comical antics of his sisters, which leads to them to be enraged at him when they discover this.
Yeah,
Now
Lincoln really
Lincoln
made a
must make
bad
another
choice.
video in order to get the girls to forgive him.
Well,
Yep,
and also at the end,
that is just
imagine if there was an
crazy.
alternate. Imagine if there was an alternate ending where Lincoln says the same things his sisters said to him. Imagine he was like, "Lori, you and my
Anyway,
I'm
Lincoln
not.
tries to get himself a trophy.
Yeah. Also, Lincoln should have kept the video, not deleted it.
All right then.
Hey, I wasn't done yet.
Lincoln tried to find a way to get himself a trophy to win the viral video contest by filming other videos, but unfortunately, they were not liked. So Lincoln decides to upload a video of his sisters doing comical antics.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I wasn't done yet. Listen. Can you hear me? Look, listen here.
Next
Let me watch
one.
it. Okay, so imagine if Lincoln says the same things his sister said to him when they disowned him. How would they feel? You know? I wasn't done yet.
Along came
Hey,
a
wasn't.
sister.
Look. Imagine if Lincoln said the same thing his sister said to him in making the case. How would that make him feel?
Austin?
Yeah? I'm here. I'm here, okay? I'm here.
Now, in this episode,
Wait, I wasn't done.
along came a sister.
I wasn't
Mrs.
done yet.
Johnson selects Lincoln to watch over the class pet tarantula, Frank. During this time, Lincoln must keep Frank.
I wasn't done.
Oh,
Okay, so
what's in the private chat?
Imagine if Lincoln said the same thing his sister said to him in
Oh, you
making the
wasn't
case.
done. I'm sorry.
Imagine if Lincoln said those.
Oh, yes, I know. I hear ya.
How would they feel?
I'll wait till you get back. Well, after Lincoln found out about the comical videos about them he was uploading, they got pretty mad.
But how would they feel if Lincoln said the same thing to his sisters? How would Lincoln's sisters feel if Lincoln said the same thing to his sisters? Would they get very mad? Can you hear me? Okay, continue. Along came sister.
Imagine what would Lincoln say when something he held near and dear was ruined because of his sisters.
I'm ready. I'm ready, movie watcher. You ready?
Okay. You want me to wait for you, or do you want me to continue?
I'm here. I'm here. You can continue. Continue.
Oh, continue. Okay. Um, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you because I think you turned your microphone off or something.
My mic's on. I'm wearing headsets.
Oh, you're wearing headphones. Oh, okay. Now, in this episode, along came a sister. In this episode, Mrs. Johnson selects Lincoln to watch over the class pet tarantula, Frank. During this time, Lincoln must keep Frank safe from an arachnophobic Lenny and an overzealous exterminator. So basically, Lenny is the one who has a strict fear of spiders, which is what she has, arachnophobia. So yes. Then when things thought they were going great, somehow the spider escaped. And then Lincoln tries desperately to find it before Lenny does. And then later, Lenny didn't call the exterminator, it was his dad. Apparently, his dad is also arachnophobic as well. So he calls the exterminator. Long story short, just as things were going well, an egg hatched in the somewhere in the above Lenny's room, and lots of baby spiders start coming out. So yes, All right. Let's talk about the next episode.
Okay. Next.
Ta-ta. Hang on a sec. Next episode, we're going to talk about, I don't know if you've seen it before, but here's the next one. It's called Chore and Peace. Now, in this episode, Lincoln's known chore is taking out the trash. He eventually gets sick of it and goes on strike until someone switches with him. Oh, hang on. What's in the private chat? Oh, you have seen it. I see. Oops. Hang on a sec. Lincoln's known chore is taking out the trash, though I told you that already. He eventually gets sick of it and goes on strike until someone switches with him. This leads to his sisters going on their own strike in return. The strikes continue to the point where Lily is nowhere to be found in the garbage-filled house, and the garbage monster named Trashy is born. The Loud siblings must work together to find their youngest sibling. So yeah, the whole house started filling up with garbage. That is just disgusting. I would not want to live in a house where there's garbage all over the place. Okay, by the way, if you have any suggestions on which live stream I should do next, just put it in the private chat. Okay, next one. Project Loud House. Now, in this episode, in order to get his project to school on time, Lincoln works to get each of his sisters out the door during their morning routine. So basically, he has like a art project to get to school in one piece. But first, he has to rally up his sisters and help them get ready for school on time. Exactly. So, yes. This by far is one of my favorite Loud House episodes. Okay. Um, Let me try to put in the next episode. I don't know if you've seen this one, but it's called Intense Debate. So what do you think?
All right.
Hang on, what's in the private chat? Oh, you hate this one. Yes, Intense Debate. This episode features Lincoln and his sisters trying to decide where they want to go to for their vacation. Intense Debate. This episode features Lincoln and his sisters trying to decide where they want to go to for their vacation. They had two choices: Aloha Beach or Dairyland Amusement Park. They had two choices: Aloha Beach or Dairyland Amusement Park. So Lincoln decides to talk to his parents about it, but they can only choose one. So Lincoln decides to talk to his parents about it, but they can only choose one. So unfortunately, they decided to put it to a vote. 5 for Aloha Beach and 5 for Dairyland, but that leaves Lincoln. Unfortunately, they decided to put it to a vote. 5 for Aloha Beach and 5 for Dairyland, but that leaves Lincoln. So 5 of his sisters tried to decide for him instead by being nice, by trying to get him to vote for their vacation spot. Anywho, in the end of this episode, they went to Scratchy Bottom's campground. In the end of this episode, they went to Scratchy Bottom's campground. Man. Okay, next episode. Let me see here. By the way, me and Christian Parrish are both huge fans of the Loud House. Okay. Here's the next one. The Sweet Spot.
I don't like this one.
I don't know if you've seen this one before. You rate this one on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, hang on. Oh, you did see it. How would you rate that episode on a scale of 1 to 10? Ah, 3 to 10. I see. Well, in this episode, the Loud family's car for its bad seats, except for its good one called the Sweet Spot. Lincoln makes plans to obtain the, quote, sweet spot, unquote, and seating arrangements for his sisters by tomorrow's road trip without them finding out about the sweet spot. There's one near the window which has one working window, and there's a reason why Lincoln wants to sit there. It's because Lincoln's tired of his sister's antics all the time. You know, Lily spitting everywhere, throwing stuff. Lola and Lana fighting each other constantly. What else? Luna's loud singing, Lynn's punch in the shoulder game every time they see a car, etc. So Lincoln tries to secure the sweet spot for himself, but unfortunately, his plans were discovered by his sisters. Unfortunately, they should have minded their own business. But unfortunately, when it was time for them to go on their road trip in the morning, they all ran to Vanzilla like wild animals. And oh, how did they find out about the sweet spot? Good question. Lincoln was about to sleep inside Vanzilla in order to sit in the sweet spot, but unfortunately, how they found out? They went into his room and looked under his mattress and found out about the seating arrangements. That's how they found out. So, there you have it.
And how did they get into his room?
How did they get into his room? That I don't know because they didn't show that part. So yeah, in nearing the end of the episode, they fought over the sweet spot so much that they destroyed Vanzilla, which made their dad cry. Wow. So, as a result, the road trip was officially canceled. Yep, Lincoln should have told his sisters why he wanted to sit there. He probably should have done that. Sheesh. But unfortunately, he made things worse. And you were right. Lincoln does make bad decisions. What would his sisters do? That I don't know. They probably should have like how would it go like it? If Lincoln would have told them about what was happening and stuff, they would have felt sorry for him. That's what I think. However, I will say more about this episode. One more thing about this episode before I talk about the next one. Lincoln said about Lori that she talks and looks on her cell phone the whole road trip the other time, which means that she gets, quote, car sick. Unfortunately, they didn't show the part when Lori throws up on Lincoln, probably because it was too graphic. Okay, um, let's talk about the next episode. Oh, hang on. Is throw up allowed in TVY7? Well, some of the shows that I've seen lately don't allow puke to be seen. But if you watch the Rugrats episode, Chucky loses his glasses, they did show that part when Angelica throws up on her dad. So my answer to that would be a bit of yes and a bit of no. Oh, it is a PG show. I see. And the question to your answer, I think no. Okay, next one. A Tale of Two Tables. Now, in this episode, Lincoln becomes tired of the antics at the children's table where he sits with Lucy, Lana, Lola, Lisa, and Lily. So he makes plans to prove himself worthy enough to be promoted to the grown-up table by being responsible, and he gets some help from Clyde. But once he, quote, earns, unquote, his spot at the table, he immediately misses the food at the kids' table. So basically, Lincoln thought he was okay sitting at the grown-up table with his 5 older sisters, but then he realizes he didn't want to be there no more, so he starts misbehaving intentionally. So at the end of the episode, all of his sisters wanted to sit at the children's table. Okay. I don't know if you noticed this, Austin, but the first episodes, lots of these episodes, the parents' faces were not seen. Have you noticed that? We couldn't see their faces until the later episodes. Ah, I see. Oh, you did know that. Okay, let's see. Next episode. Here's the next one. Hang on a sec. Driving Miss Hazy. Now, Lincoln and his siblings have gotten tired of doing favors for Lori in exchange for her driving them to places. To remedy this, they decided to teach Lenny how to drive. Lori is against this and plans to sabotage Lenny without knowledge that she will injure her too. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that every one of the Loud siblings were getting sick and tired of Lori asking them to do her favors in exchange to ask Lori to give them rides to their favorite places. So they decided to help Lenny on how to drive Vanzilla in lots of various ways. But, however, Lori did not like this and plans to do something about it. So in the end of this episode, Lenny accidentally drove Vanzilla into someone's pool right after she drove it through a bush. Now she really needs to start training for her next test. Okay, next episode. Man. You're gonna love this one. Maybe, maybe not. No guts, no glory. Notice the spelling. This is no guts, no glory we're going to talk about here. As the Loud parents go out for their anniversary dinner, Lori is left in charge of the house, where she enforces strict rules that her fellow siblings have to follow. Fed up with this, Lincoln leads a revolt against Lori with disastrous results. But when the siblings decide to put Lincoln in charge instead of Lori, things go from chaotic to out of control. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that every time that their mom and dad go out, they always leave Lori in charge. And I'll tell you why. She's the oldest Loud sibling of the bunch. She's 17. That's why. 17. Now, let me ask you this. Can you imagine living in a house with 10 sisters? How chaotic would that be? Very chaotic. I see. Now, before I talk about the next episode, I have a question. Out of Lincoln's 10 sisters, which one do you like and why? Ah, Luna. That's good. Oh, right. You meant to put love instead you put live. Yeah, spelling mistake. That happens. Okay, next one. Next one is picture perfect. I even put a picture emoji. So, in this episode, as an anniversary gift for his parents, Lincoln plans to have himself and his sisters photographed for a family picture and tries to get his sister to look their best for the picture. But even doing a perfect picture leads to chaotic problems. So basically, Lincoln tries to help his sisters look their quote very best, but unfortunately, it didn't go right. So Lincoln has his sisters take the picture again. But the picture that he had, he thought it was perfect, but unfortunately, it wasn't. So Lincoln decides to give his parents the old picture that they took first, and they like it. And to those, hang on a sec. Did Lincoln do the wrong thing in this episode? Let me see if I remember this one. Actually, yes. Lincoln was complaining about his sisters being themselves. So when they took the first picture, he thought it wasn't right. So he had all his sisters do it all over again. That's what happened. Okay, I'm going to talk about 2 more episodes, then I'm going to end the stream. Before I end it, if you have any suggestions on which live stream I should do next, don't forget to put in the private chat. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, yeah. He should have told his sisters to hold still. That would have worked. Okay, next one. Undie pressure. Undie pressure. That's a good one. Undie pressure. Get it? No wonder they gave it like this. No, it's not good. Okay, I get it. Undie pressure. During a rainy day, Lola is annoyed that Lincoln reads his comic books in his underwear. Can you believe that? Lincoln reads his comic books in his underwear. God, you gotta be kidding me. Yes, I see. Anyway, during a rainy day, Lola is annoyed that Lincoln reads his comic books in his underwear. I already said that already. This leads to a wager to how long each sibling can go without displaying their bad habits. If Lincoln wins, the girls have to stop complaining about his habits and buy him new underwear. But if the girls win, then Lincoln has to stop his annoying habits forever. You see, his sisters have different annoying habits. For example, Lori talking on her cell phone constantly with her boyfriend Bobby, aka Bobby Boo Boo Bear. Don't tell her I said that. Um,
I don't know.
Lenny saying like a lot. Luna talking with a British accent. Luann making bad jokes. Hang on. I know Luann's jokes are not bad. Lincoln is the one that said it. Tell that to him. Okay. Which one was next? Oh, Lynn turning everything into a sport. Lucy always popping up and scaring people. That's what she likes to do. Lana playing in the mud. Lola looking into a mirror to see how pretty she looks. She's quite the diva, but don't tell her I said that. Uh, Lisa always focusing on her fecal studies, though I'm not going to get into that stuff. Ugh. And Lily crying constantly. So, long story short, Lincoln lost the bet and Lily won. When Lincoln thought he won, he only. Oh, I see. When Lincoln thought he won, he only ripped off his pants and showing the inside of the book. He was not reading. That means he was still in. Unfortunately, he forgot about Lily. So unfortunately, Lily wins and Lincoln lost. But in the end of the episode, Lola was the one that ordered the new underwear for
He was
Lincoln,
not reading.
even though he lost the bet. They all realized all about their annoying habits.
Ugh. How? He was not reading.
Well, he tried to put on. Well, during the bet, he tried to read his comic books with pants on, but unfortunately, it didn't work out well for him. Okay, I'm going to talk about one more episode, then I'm going to end the stream. However, if you have any episodes of The Loud House you wish to talk about, you know where to put it, right in the private chat. Okay.
Listen, look at the private chat.
Oh, hang on a sec. What would his sisters do if Lincoln cried after losing the bet? Well, I would say this. They would try to, like, calm him down and saying it's okay. We all win or lose. As long as you have fun, that's all that matters. That's what I think. Okay, this is the last episode for the. Oh, hang on a sec. What's in the private chat? Ah, I see. That explains it. Okay, here's the last episode for the stream. Link or swim? Now, in this episode, due to the Loud siblings being suspended from every pool for various things like chicken fights during senior swim, making the swimming pool like chicken soup, that was what Lana was doing, and Lily's fecal matter. Ugh, come on. If she wants to drop number twos, go to a bathroom. So Lincoln decides to obtain an inflatable pool for himself to do cannonballs in, and he tries to keep his sisters from ruining it when they learn about it. Lincoln was wanting to use the pool for himself, but unfortunately his sisters started hogging it, which infuriates Lincoln so much. I mean, come on, learn to share. Am I right? Hang on, let me check the private chat for something. Lincoln should have destroyed the pool. Yeah, he probably should have done that, but nearing the end of this episode, they were at a different pool, which was way bigger than the previous one Lincoln had. That pool was destroyed when he did a cannonball in that pool. It was so intense that the pool ripped open and that one got destroyed. So they decided to use Lincoln's kiddie pool instead. But then they were all having fun until the unthinkable happens. Fecal incident, Loud family out. Yeah. Yep. All because of Lily. You know, Lily. Hang on a sec. Yes, she is a shit machine. All she says is poo poo. Don't tell her that because she might get sad, cry, and get mad. Yes, it's true. She's a baby. She's like, what, 1 year old? If you hadn't noticed, hang on a sec. Yes, she is the one. Exactly. Yup. Anyway, this has been a wonderful live stream. Thanks for joining in, Austin. Do you have any ideas on which? Hang on. Oh, oh, Brawl in the Family. Hang on, let me try to look for it. She told you idea coming across and says thinking of share distribution, homespun, family, and the deepest reading sound boosted from. Ah, found it. Brawl in the Family. Now, this, in this episode, things can get really intense. Now, here's the reason why. Lincoln finds out that Lori and Lenny had a fight over the same dress that they bought. His first attempt to get Lori and Lenny to make up results in making the sister fight protocol that everyone observes become intense, where Lynn Sr., their dad, and Rita, their mother, don't want to take sides in the conflict. After Lincoln's second attempt, the sister fight protocol gets worse when the rest of the sisters get into fights with each other. I mean, yikes. That was intense. Well, unfortunately, first it was Lincoln that made it worse. Then his other sisters made it worse second. So both of them are at fault. Yikes. But, however, in the end, they did make up, but that didn't last long. So, in the end of this episode, Lincoln restarts the fight over again, but he didn't have anything to do with it. Unfortunately, he did start the fight over again. Just as the Loud siblings were fighting each other, Lincoln decides to hide somewhere with his dad. That was the bad decision he made. That one. Unfortunately, you're right. He does make bad decisions. Okay. This has been a wonderful live stream. Like to thank you for joining in, Austin. But however, before we go, do you have any suggestions on which live stream I should do next? Just put in the private chat. No? Oh, okay. This has been a wonderful live stream. And hang on a sec. Oh, a message from Party Rock 20. Why not at 2 o'clock? Well, okay then. I probably should have to do a live stream at a different time.
Hey,
okay, this has been a wonderful live stream. I wish to thank you, Austin, for joining in. And I'll think of another live stream to do next one. Or next time, excuse me. But, however, thanks for joining in. And I'll see you next time. I'll see the rest of you in my next live stream, guys. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Movie Watcher 123 signing off.